fam, thanks for clicking that button for another episode of I'm Telling You with me, Philly D, Mr. Gemini, and Miss JD. This week, it's a little curious. We start with Skinwalker Ranch. All of a sudden, we get some beers from Gemini. Then the rails come off. Dad jokes and tangents and movie quotes ensue. As always, hit us in the comments. Tell you what you're liking, what you want more of. We'll see you in a hot second, fam.
I'm telling you, man.
So I can't watch the rest of the Skinwalker, so I think I have to buy the episodes. Just so I can, because I only got the first 5. And I was really starting to get into it.
Sorry to hear that.
It's getting good.
I don't doubt that. I mean, think about it. They've been at it for several years now, so it's like
They did more experiments this morning. I watched.
Rub it in, why don't you? Fuck. But yeah, no, again, they've been at it for like several years. So they've been at it for like several years. So it's like they've been finiting ways to look at things, and they've been getting better technology to look at it. So it's like shit's getting intense.
I mean, is this stuff real though? Is it going to end up showing up on the news at some point?
I feel like if they keep going in the fashion that they are,
like they're actually going to get like real evidence that they can take to people instead of just like a blip on a screen.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I mean, at this point, because we were talking about
they have actual evidence of things that they found, like the metal that was dug up as they were trying to drill boreholes.
Into the mesa.
Particles that came up, into the mesa. But the metal particles is what NASA uses around the space stuff to protect the vessels to be able to enter and exit the atmosphere.
for re-entering the atmosphere because of the extreme heat. So it's for heat dissipation. Well, but here's, I think this is,
and they found gel and stuff.
Do my hair. Well, yeah, one of the things I thought was great about what you were just talking about with the slivers, it was almost like very thin sheets of shell. And on one side, it was completely normal composite. On the other side, it had this almost like pattern. Synthetic, man-made, construction to it. The compounds that were on that side.
Constructed, not maybe man-made isn't the right.
Okay.
Well, no, because like she said, it was very much mimicked to an alloy or an overlay of what they were using for sheeting the shuttles for re-entry because of the extreme heat that they have to put up with. So this is not a naturally occurring alloy or combination. This is something that has been shown that we've done man-made, like we've made these. So it's possible to create them, but it's like, the fuck is this doing inside of a giant mesa? Like
ceramic plates, I think is what.
More or less, but it's the combination of what it is.
You were saying it kind of looks just like shale or something like that.
Well, right, but it still had the molecular structure. So one side was naturally occurring and the other side was more reminiscent of what they put on the outside of the shuttle.
It kind of looked like a thin sheet of like an aluminum can.
No, it looked more like shell rock. It was a thin sheet of shell.
Oh, on the underside.
No. What they were pulling out of the mesa.
But the metallic look to it and the thinness is kind of like.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's what most of the rock really is it has like iron or magnesium or you know what I mean. So yeah,
right. But
it definitely had a metallic appearance, but I wouldn't say
seen the inside.
It was a weather balloon.
It was. Dude, this is not.
So hold on. Have you watched Beyond Skinwalker Ranch?
I started to. It just didn't, because it's like I've already watched this stuff, so I don't really need the behind the scenes because I'm more of the nerd shit. It's like I want to see the experiments.
No, it's not behind the scenes. It has nothing to do with behind the scenes. It's behind the Skinwalker Ranch Beyond the Skinwalker Ranch is a whole nother show, but it takes like a CIA agent and I want to say the other guy's like military of some sort, like Green Beret or something. I don't know. But these two guys, he's one's ex-CIA and the other is an investigative journalist who used to do like heavy stuff like out in like war zones, all this other stuff. So he's known for like physically getting in there and figuring stuff out. But these two guys go and they have the team of Skinwalker scientists and stuff behind them. And what they do is they meet with Eric and Travis, and then they discuss whatever location they're going to. They go do experiments and stuff. They come back, bring the data to the Skinwalker guys, and they go over all the data. So, and then the owner of Skinwalker Ranch, Brandon, he goes with them sometimes on certain investigations to like go check stuff out. So they're checking different places all over the country that have like high activity or like certain things that like pinpoint or trigger similar things that are happening on Skinwalker Ranch. And it's anything from like UAPs to like the land disturbances, stuff like that. Like anything that sounds similar to what's going on in Skinwalker, like they go to those locations and investigate them and do experiments there. And then they take that data back and see if they can compare it with anything that's happened or that they've done the same experiment on Skinwalker for more data to try and like figure things out. So there's a few things that stand out. I binge watch it in one day. There's like 5 or 6 episodes, no more than 8, but there's a whole bunch of different places. And there's one place they went twice. I want to say it was a Bradshaw Ranch. But somebody else had claims of dire wolves. There was this, so there's one that kind of intrigued me because we used to live next to it. So we just moved from North Carolina and it's somewhere near there. But there was a gentleman in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I know people that grew up in this town. And I know someone who is physically a cop in this town right now. And the guy sat down and he has like some relationship with the UAPs where he can come out and be like, okay, they're coming. And within 30 seconds to 4 minutes, a UAP appears and it either watches them, it hangs out with them, whatever. And this guy like will manifest or like communicate with them. Like he'll be like, oh, if that's you, blink or something. And then it'll like blink. And it would do whatever he asked it. But so they hooked him up and they like scanned his brain at the time that he was standing out there waiting for the UAPs to come, like on another night, because they were like, this guy like seems to be able to call them.
Like CE.
Yeah, CE5.
They had him on an
protocol.
EEG.
It's that Dr.
They had him
Greer
on
shit.
an electroencephalogram, but they were watching his brain waves and he kept going in between
Alpha and gamma.
Alpha and I think like theta or something, whatever the one where like very well-trained like Buddhist monks would probably be the only people that will be able to flip their brain in and out of this meditative state.
That's
and
probably
it's like
theta. Yeah, I think that's
theta.
Yeah.
Yeah. So between
I don't know what
theta.
what the level is because there's alpha, theta, and apparently when you have an awakening, if you will, like a union with God, some people might call it, but you know, where the pineal and all that stuff,
opening the third eye.
That it's actually gamma that you're putting off at that point. So I don't know if that's. I'm guessing that would probably be like way up there too, but I don't know what between alpha. I mean, alpha isn't alpha and a little bit of theta is what they were saying, like 1 through 7-year-old children.
Theta, little bit of alpha.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's mostly theta.
Okay. I don't know what I have to look that up.
Theta is more open-minded.
Well, and I forget what most people are in delta.
Most people are up their
can't-
asses.
Well, no, I mean like normal functioning. Oh, I forget what that wave is called.
I'm not proficient enough in this capacity to thoroughly.
It all fascinates me. I just have a horrible memory.
I mean, it's a good thing we have a fact checker that can look this stuff up if we really wanted to.
Where do
I'm
we?
in the process of this.
Well, then less talky, more looky.
Bro. Oh.
Well, no, but I think you should watch those because it is fascinating. And I do want to reach out to one of my friends and ask them if, in fact, there are real live sightings still going on and they get calls about this and stuff because people would be calling 911. certain things. So
what I'm saying is, like, I remember watching like 1 or 2 episodes, and it bored me because they were bringing up old shit basically. But with obviously new investigation style to it, but it did not grab my attention. I'd rather watch the experiments with the actual show, because again, I'm nerd shit. You know what I mean? I want to play with sensors and push buttons and
geeking out, huh?
Explode rockets.
So did you see that video that I sent about the woman explaining Atlantis and the Bermuda Triangle?
How recent was this?
Within the last week. So there was this video that I sent about this woman, and she was explaining that Atlantis had to be destroyed or sunken or hidden, however you want to call it, because they were using or getting too technologically advanced for what they were supposed to. So once they pushed that envelope, they had to be
because they had too much
kinda.
ego in the way as well, so they were becoming almost detrimental to their own well-being.
Yeah, and I think we've stumbled on that claim before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the thing was that she said when it sunk, she said that they were sunk below Bermuda or where the Bermuda Triangle was. And the thing that she said that kind of like stuck out in my head and kind of like makes sense was she said that whatever technologies they were using, they got sunk as well, but they were using more advanced technologies. So something that they were using can actually like spike electric charges and stuff like that. And it sends like rays out. So even underwater, it would be able to send the rays out. And then she thinks that that's what's mostly responsible for the anomalies in the entire Bermuda Triangle, because it's not a consistent thing. It's like something shortages and it's like it sparks and then it shoots out and then a plane goes down or a boat goes down.
Think about it though. I mean, you've got a piezoelectric generator buried in salinated water. So if there's weird ebbs and currents and stuff like that, I mean, is it possible maybe it's just spinning it to life every once in a while and it's shooting off a spark, if you will? I don't want to air quote spark. That's weird, but
I thought that was a very interesting concept, because it would explain why it doesn't happen every single time and why it only happens sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, like you just said, with being a piezoelectric, with a saline solution, it's highly conductive. So who knows? That's a.
I mean, but that also made me
solid
think about
hypothesis.
The ley lines.
If water passes through that in a certain way because of underwater currents, and they actually start causing a vibration, which starts and triggers that machine to start up again, but it only like hiccups for a minute and then it stops. I mean, would it just be like, and then just nothing?
How does that go again?
But you wouldn't be able to see that. It would all be like within some kind of electromagnetic laser.
But that made me think about the ley lines and all that. And then it made me go back to the Skinwalker Beyond, because I don't know if anybody's taken a map and kind of like laid out all these different places on a map and seen if there's any correlation to either like the altitude of these places or the latitudes or the longitudes, or if they line up. Because I know with Tesla and his tower and with the pyramids and stuff, those line up, but I don't think anybody's looking into this other like more modern stuff that's been like happening.
I mean, they probably are. We're just not hearing about it.
Happen in messes too.
All of these things what?
Happen in messes too, like flat, not all of them, but like
mesas.
I was like, what's a mesa?
Mesas.
A mesa, yeah.
Mesas.
I don't get paid to pronounce things.
You're making a mess of everything around here.
She's absolutely right. She does not get paid to pronounce things. So ease up.
But it just made me think about.
She corrects us, we can correct her.
Between these places.
Did you make that look at me? Well, and I mean, so that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure there are probably plenty of people that are. Because I mean, I recall, especially doing some of the ley line research, is I think there are a few intersecting spots that are in the Bermuda Triangle area as well.
So I'm going to say, and this is what I was going to say a second ago, but I'm going to say that if whatever it was that sunk was this ancient technological power plant, it would absolutely have been built on an extremely powerful ley line.
Well,
absolutely.
I mean, yeah, with the evidence that we have with like
think about the fact that
with Giza
all major
and all that
churches are on to this day. Very powerful ley lines.
Wasn't even the hotel or tower that Tesla was working in New York? I think that also is on an intersecting ley line.
It was one that people weren't familiar with, and I think that's why he chose that spot, because it was desolate. And he could
no, I'm talking about the tower in New York where he was actually doing his work and then died.
The second one, like the smaller one. Yeah.
Yeah, the New Yorker or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah, because that other one was like way out in the middle of nowhere, but that was chosen.
Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
But it was in an area that was very uninhabited. I think it wasn't necessarily that. It was just the fact that it was also a very powerful epicenter for these ley lines. And
well, yeah, it mimicked where Giza was at in the sense of, and I think if we've looked it up before, it was on that ley line that, which I think several of the pyramids are on that line.
I'm not going to claim which line it is anymore because I know I got it wrong the first time.
No, it's a ley line. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah, you pulled the 33 parallel. I'm pretty sure that's Vietnam.
Or 30th parallel or something.
I think you said 33.
I did, but I'm saying I know I got it wrong because I looked it up later. And
you looking shit up? We don't look shit up here.
No, it wasn't here.
We don't. You do. We don't.
Later on, because
when nobody was watching. See how it is.
I was all by myself.
Get out of my head. I was thinking of you. I was all by myself.
I was thinking of both you guys.
Oh. I'm pretty sure I've touched your children. What? Oh my God.
Jack Black. Wow.
Great mind.
I'm ready for another beer.
Well, there are two of them, so you can grab me one as well while you're down there.
All right, well, we can switch this time.
What if I don't want to?
Tough.
What a dick. I bring the beers and you dictate what I get to drink. Oh, you can't even. Oh, I see. Yeah, you're going to make me switch and then you won't even fucking pop the dick.
You should have thrown it like over the camera and like add some drama to your drama queenish whatever.
I'm going to cheers myself, fucker.
Good. I hope you enjoy that. Salud. To your health.
Goddamn right. Damn straight. Oh, great. Now we got a dog in the studio. Jesus.
No, it's Lucifer. Get it right.
Dude, what kind of show is this? Got fucking dogs.
That's not the full name.
Lucifer Morningstar. We had Marquita in here and she had fucking Chapo with her. Little fucking mini dog too. Oh, fuck. What is it with people and these little dogs?
I liked having people on. That was pretty fun.
I liked having people.
We haven't done that in a while.
I like having
I know it got a little bit of a distraction after a while, but it was fun. It was fun.
Well, it's because we went hard on having guests for a while, man.
Because, I mean, like we always say, like, what's the whole point of this? Is just to continue the conversation.
You should pull your mic closer so that
to continue the conversation.
You can continue the conversation.
Like continue the conversation, please.
Easy there, Vincent Vega.
Continue the conversation for 500, please, Alex.
Yes. But yeah, no, Zach is slated to come back in. We just have to make that happen. And I've actually been talking with Jamal. Jamal wants to come in just to rant. He just wants to go off on fucking camera.
Are we going to allow that?
Well, I told him if we did that, I would have to do it like him and I and just pretty much do it as a production of him. So it wouldn't be one of our shows, but it would be a show that we produce.
Well, you're just going to write me out of the script on this one, huh?
Well, Can we have like a grind my gears segment for sections like that?
This really grinds my gears. That's not really our thing, though. So it would kind of have to be on a different.
That's what I was saying. It wouldn't. Yeah. It wouldn't be in a I'm telling you. However,
but
we do have appropriate disclaimers.
I do feel like.
I feel like with that title, though,
there could be some good content there.
Oh fuck yeah!
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, just some of the shit.
We don't have to rant. We can be the responsible one.
Well, no, that's why I straight up told him.
That's
he was like,
funny.
No, because he was like, "Oh, I just want to go off about this." Blah 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 blah. I was like. I can record that and put it out for you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it's not going to be one of our shows, and I can do that with you.
It'd be a side project, a spinoff, if you will.
He's like, I'll go viral for you fuckers. And I was like, all right, man, cool. We can make that happen. Just turn into like some shorts and shit and whatever else and just let him fucking, yeah, man. Hey, dude, if he wants to get it off his chest and he's willing to help us and, try to get us some views and, because again, we are here to open minds and continue conversations, but if one of those conversations is a monologue rant,
I mean,
who are we to not record it and show it to
whatever
people?
works, as long as we're still being ourselves. I mean,
well, that's why I was like, this is going to have to be its own thing. I was like, you can't do that with us. That's not going to.
Well, I'm not even saying
how this works.
I'm not even saying the show, but like as long as we can be ourselves,
I think we should all be ourselves.
Yeah, no, that's really important. I think we should all do.
No, yeah,
no, yeah.
It's a fucking guy.
I got something in my eye right here. I just don't know.
Yeah, it's the fecal matter from having your head in your ass. Oh yeah, fucker.
Check out the
check out the big brain on Brad.
I think you need to go to the doctor and get your rectal vision fixed.
Okay.
I hear that's worse than cataracts.
Okay. That's okay.
See, it's moments like this that I really appreciate.
You'll love me in the morning.
Probably not.
Another quaload.
You really gotta get that gargle in there. You're choking on your own spit.
Haven't seen that movie in a long time.
It has been a while, man. Yeah. I don't even think it's in the collection.
Fucking pile of cocaine. Holy shit.
It's just like
it was like a mountain, bro.
Well, that's why I like the movie The Binge, where they recreated that scene basically, because the kid just like
seen that.
He does a face plant. He's just got coke all over his face, and he just starts.
You were telling me about that before. It's like The Purge, but it's The Binge.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So instead of everybody trying to kill each other, it's the one day where you can do whatever drug you want. You can do whatever you want.
Well, no. So it's 12 hours for one day out of all of the year where all the restrictions are lifted as far as like drugs and alcohol. Because throughout the year, you can drink and do drugs.
So it's like Christmas for all the dealers.
They have a Christmas version of this. So it's like the Binge 2 Christmas time, which was quite comical. It was, dude. They took it onto almost like a Harold and Kumar kind of extravagance was just like, I don't know what drugs you guys are on, but you get me.
I think I remember when you first brought that up, and I said, I think actually I don't know which would be worse, The Purge or The Binge. I'm not really sure.
Well, I mean, The Purge.
Because think about
I would
only
rather
12 hours, but
people doing stuff on their own accord, just going balls to the walls versus like having to be worried whether like you're going to be murdered that day.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm going to have to agree with you on that. Yeah, murder is definitely worse than people just having a good time.
If I have to look over my shoulder,
well, you can't tell me that there's not a bit of chaos that ensues.
Yeah, but people aren't murdering each other in that because it's still illegal. Whereas in The Purge,
people aren't accidentally getting killed. Because
this is two different. That's apples and oranges.
This is apples and oranges.
Yeah, no, The Purge. They're literally allowed. They're completely absolved of any legal ramifications for murdering people, whether good or bad.
And that was 24 hours, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I didn't get into that one either.
I mean, the first one was a decent premise. It's Ethan Hawke. I like that guy, but. Yeah,
I feel like once you put something like that out there, like, can you really keep redoing that?
Oh yeah, there's like 5 or 6 of them now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, is that
because you get the prequel, the sequel?
Like they regurgitate everything nowadays.
Well, that's what we do, or it's Marvel. What movie should we remake this year? Let's decide.
Dude, no shit.
Let's decide which one.
Dude, whichever one grossed the best before. We'll just revamp it, reboot it.
I mean, this
fresh faces,
because like Red Dawn remake wasn't bad, and it was rewritten with a whole different country in mind, but it wasn't bad, but it wasn't the original. But
I'll agree with you on that. I will say the Roadhouse remake was good.
I still have to watch that. I didn't see that yet.
It was we started watching it the one night, and then. We just haven't gotten back to it.
I probably fell asleep or something, I'm sure.
Well, we just started getting back into How I Met Your Mother.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's, it's a good show.
That's your thing.
It's a good show, and you said so.
It is a good show.
See,
It is
got that shit on fucking film.
It is a good show. Slightly campy. But
no, what do you mean slightly?
Well, I was trying to be nice, but that's kind of its charm.
You're being rude. Slightly? Oh,
campy. All right.
It is. It is campy.
Okay, let's intentionally campy.
It is.
Which is different. Totally different.
It's better.
That is an opinion, but yes, I agree.
That is an opinion. That is a correct statement. It is, in fact, an opinion.
I like the fact that we have enough distance that it's hard for you to just reach out and punch me.
I mean, I can kick you.
You could. And that would, dude, not on my scar, bro.
Not on my scar. Are you afraid I'm going to reopen it? That shit's from decades ago.
That's where the sprocket was. And
that's where the sprocket, I mean.
Bro, sometimes that's gotten hit really hard and I don't feel anything. And other times, I just graze it on something and it's like, because it's a crossed nerve. It's all effed up there.
It's like balls.
Dude, that's a good point.
You got balls in your shins. You got ball shins.
He's a bald chinian.
He's a... Bloop.
All right. I apologize.
No, you don't. No. First of all, don't you ever apologize.
Don't you ever break character.
You're a dirty cop and you're a prissy babe. Mister is putting the mop in my fanny. It's called a closet.
That's really funny when you understand that, though.
Dude, I love the American Pie franchise.
That they don't use the P word for that area. They use fanny. That is the fanny. It's not the other one.
I mean, you could have said vagina. Why is it got to be the P word? Fuck.
OPP, yo.
Yeah, you know me.
Everything's just falling apart right now. I don't know.
It's like a little boy's clubhouse I've stumbled upon here. Gone in 60 seconds.
I mean, we're all 13 at heart, aren't we?
I want to say I'm 12. A little bit more childish.
Fair enough.
And still innocent. Yeah. It's an opinion.
Innocent at 12.
It's an opinion about an objective thing, though. So.
Wait, are you objectifying me and my opinions? Overruled. I don't think this is how
you can't be the prosecutor and the judge. What the fuck?
Sure, I can. I mean, if this is,
I ain't playing with this kangaroo court anymore. I can't even talk anymore. Let me drink some more. That usually helps.
Yeah, what was the Chevy Chase, Demi Moore, Dan Aykroyd, where he was the judge and John Candy was something trouble. Oh, fuck.
Not Big Trouble.
No, that's Big Trouble in Little China.
Nothing but trouble?
Maybe. Oh, I think so. Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I don't know if I've ever actually seen that.
Oh, how could you do? John Candy played two characters. He was a cop and his sister who was a mute.
Are you a cop?
You a cop? Is he a cop?
It's nothing but trouble.
See?
You didn't do a desk pop yet? Sorry. Tangent, man.
You get a wooden gun and a rape whistle. Thanks for the F Shack, Dirty Mike and the boys.
Dirty Mike. That was the best.
Bunch of the homeless dudes having an orgy in a Prius. That happened.
Oh, and he poured in a storm, you know?
Mouth to mouth right now, Dave. Fucking Bill Burr.
I didn't know that. That's weird, wacky stuff. Did you know that?
See, I feel like we haven't had a solid enough topic.
Enemies repeating again.
Dude, no. Somebody hit him. He's stuck.
He's stuck.
You can't even quote yourself right.
I was quoting.
You can't even quote me right.
Nah.
I said that.
You're not famous.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I see how you hesitated to put that part out there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I see you. I see you.
You know.
I synced it.
I love you, man.
You can't say some shit like that and then back it up with that. It feels very...
I can always say I love you, man.
That is an opinion.
Like, you can never turn down a hug.
Well, I mean, that's true. I just like a good hug, though. You know what I mean? Like,
And you shouldn't ever turn down a hug. That's...
what
if it was the last chance you had to hug me?
Well, that I can agree to, but I mean, I will and can turn down other hugs.
It's not a sexual thing. We've known each other for a long time.
I mean, it's only sexual when he grabs me and cups me. It happened once.
Not cheating if you're a little spoon.
This is a true fact.
I had to put the can down.
Put the can down and back away.
I need to sit down. Oh, that's right. Jesus.
See, this is what I'm saying. We either need to
be one of those, and you can always tell. You always call it at the beginning. You're like, it's going to be one of those nights.
I mean, we've been doing this long enough. I can Babe Ruth this motherfucker. You know what I mean?
It's going right over there.
Why don't I just go over there, a little over here, just some right there?
Put that down. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna do that. Ding. Yeah, we need to.
We love you. We really do.
Holy crap! You just eyeballed the mic on the two. Nice job, dude, bro. You've earned it.
If you're still listening right now, I'm not going to apologize. I shouldn't do that. But we love you. Is that weird? Did I make it weird?
It was weird as soon as you walked in the room. That's, hey. That's what we do here.
That was my target. That was really... I probably shouldn't do that with a fist. That's inappropriate. It's
like warm apple pie.
Dude, it wasn't even a half a second you picked up on it. That was funny.
Dude, come on, man. We live in each other's brains and we don't pay rent.
Even if you don't know where you're going, you just got to pick it up and run with it. That's what you got to do.
We should let you pick.
I just got to pick it up and run with it.
You guys just reserve attic space.
We're a what space?
You reserve attic space in each other's heads.
No, we live in the basement, the attic, the first floor, the second floor. We're in the gazebo out back. We're in the swimming pool, the guest house, the driveway. We even standing at the mailbox, you know what I mean? Because it might be Nudie Magazine Day, but you never know.
Waving people in off the street,
Oh, fuck that. They can't come in.
No,
you stay right here.
But they can't leave. They have to stay right there.
Damn right.
Right outside the gate.
At the gate.
I say gate like we don't have a gate.
I mean,
I do.
The sidewalk. At the playground.
Easy there, ABC.
What? Where I saw this cutie.
So global warming.
Yeah. I always bring that up.
Oh, wait. Hold on one second.
It's not man-made.
I'm probably going to butcher this.
What?
Goblioteki?
You definitely butchered that. Gobekli Tepe.
Thank you. Gobekli Tepe.
Thank you.
I like that.
I wasn't looking at the words.
Anyways. Does looking at them help you pronounce shit? Because I'm going to call bullshit.
It sounds like a Kyoki album.
Yes.
A Kyoki album.
Because I'm freaking dyslexic.
Gobli Kyoki. Anyways.
So, it came up that somebody owns it, and the people that own it is like the company that's trying to.
Yeah, they don't want us to dig anymore.
They stopped everybody from digging in there and stuff, but they made a comment that kind of made me chuckle, and it said that they are saving. They're only allowing like 5% of excavation because they're saving it for the future generations to come and find out the information.
That is the most...
I'm sorry, I hate it when it does that.
That is such bullshit.
Yeah, we need to,
It's bullshit.
just go ahead.
I feel like
shovel that shit.
you know how like the queen and like a couple other people had information, but they weren't allowed to disclose things until certain years and stuff like that. I feel like that might be.
I mean, I
a
do
situation.
now. I don't. Never heard that before.
You even haven't?
Queen?
In reference to Gobliodeki?
The queen, not that in general, but there's certain knowledges that the queen and like certain hierarchies, like higher people up, know certain things or information has been shared with them about the future. And they write letters and seal them and stuff. And letters have been sent out. And it's like, you cannot open this until this date.
Of course, the queen knows all the
such.
secrets, but our president doesn't know anything.
I'm not talking about
like they don't allow but they don't allow the American president to know all of these top secret. The very few.
Because they're only within every 4 years. Like a queen is her whole entire life. Like she's got more to lose if she just like blabs secrets. You know?
But the leader of the free world, bro. Shouldn't you know some shit about your own country? I mean,
no, I just got Key and Peele, where Peele is like freestyling on the street, and Key walks up, like Obama comes out of the freaking limousine. He's like, "I'm the ruler of the free world, bitch." Mike drops and he gets back in the limo. Like, well, I mean, you know, oh yeah, that shit, pretty much. I mean, you know, it is this thing.
You know, kind of.
But yeah, no, we should probably wrap this up, B, because this is not.
I don't see it. I don't like it. I don't want it.
You're fired. And they steal his car and put water in it. Fucking Volkswagens. Say what you want. Them shits are good. Slow, they're good. But yeah, no, let's wrap this up.
Yeah, we should probably. I mean, well, yeah. I mean, you know, it's no rush.
I mean, the sooner we can stop this, probably better for society, because we don't want to dumb them down any further.
Bro. Yes, we do.
Let's not be personally responsible for the dumbing down.
There's no way we could come close to the amount of dumbing down that's already happened. So we might as well just go.
Challenge accepted.
Just hit the gas pedal, bro. I mean, at this point, you're already going over the cliff. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting the gas pedal. Yeah. 88 miles per hour. To do this.
See you bastards do 90.
That's right.
It's like NASCAR, just turning loops.
And I'm not sure if they could have done 90 in that car.
Well, it didn't. It made it to 88.
Was it called a bus? It was a bus.
Oh, yeah. Well, but they had an RPG. What the fuck they need to go 80 for? They just launch that shit at you.
If they could aim the thing.
Well, if they can get the AK to fire too, which I thought was hilarious. It's like, bro, that thing almost always fires. Like, you know, why is it now? It's almost like maybe there should be a Back to the Future 4 where Doc Brown also dressed up as an alternate character that sold them the weapons just for the simple fact that he's like, this won't fire. I'm good. Just saying, that might be. He's a smart man. You know what I mean?
He was he planned everything.
Just saying.
He had a like a flak jacket or a bulletproof something. Yeah.
Because he read Marty's letter.
That is why. Yeah. And he felt bad for he didn't want to do it.
No, because it changes the timeline.
Yeah. He didn't want to do it.
Wouldn't be prudent. Not at this juncture.
That's Dana Carvey, bro.
Doing Bush.
Right.
I just got a really bad image in my head.
Knock on that.
But yeah, no, let's
I mean, I suppose if you really want to. Point to your hand.
Wrap it up, B. I'm gonna insert.
Wrap up your hand.
We'll insert the wrap it up, B later. On the Chappelle clock.
Here?
Wrap it up.
I'm sorry, over there.
We can put it on this side too. I don't really give a shit.
I don't. Which camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, I don't.
All the more reason I think.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
There's all.
We love you, Danger Mouse.
What else? Hit us in the comments.
Just write down here, somewhere.
I mean, you can pretty much just point down Because then when you get...
Well, last time I did that, you busted my chops.
No, you did this. No, because you did fucking jerk motion too.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
I want to see that footage. I don't believe it.
Dude, it's full on. Full on, fully. It is in there. It did not make... You at home, I greatly appreciate you putting up with him. Gonna be honest. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, that's right. You got no response. Damn straight. All right, cool. So you at home.
I do not care. I do not.
Pay him with his money.
It was splashed upon.
The fuck I like. You know, from the last time I stick it in you. That's it. Let's play. Yeah.
Malkovich.
You at home, hit us in the comments. We make some cool rolling credits on occasion, and we would love to put some of your names in there. We would love to thank you. We would love you for being a part of it.
What is it?
This is it.
D, all of the above.
D, all of the above. E, all of the above. Fuck,
You're
I don't
giving
know.
the D?
I mean, if that's what they're into. Whatever works for you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you know, as
Someone's got to pay my bills.
long as it's consensual, I suppose.
But yeah, fam, if you want your names in the credit, please just even hit us in the
How did this guy get in here again?
I don't think you would. I think we've swapped it so that it's more of like and then it runs on it. So we would have to you might have to point behind you, I think. I don't know.
What, up here?
No, over. No, over. Not up,
Like
over.
this guy, right?
No, dude, I don't even think that's, I don't know. We'll have to talk to the editor. But you at home.
Don't forget the key grip. It was
Dude, again, oh God. I'm sorry that you have to put up with us. And you at home, I'm also sorry that that was for the editor. We didn't, anyways. Hit us in the comments. Yeah, reach out. Let's continue that conversation. Let's keep being awesome. Let's open some minds. Let's have some laughs. Let's enjoy life.
Let's talk trash on each other. Let's drink too much beer.
I mean, we did get into a sword fight last time.
Let's DIY a slip and slide. It's like 150 feet long. Let's do it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Off a cliff, whatever.
Whoa.
Remember to remove the rocks underneath first, because...
How are you going to remove the rocks from the cliff?
I'm not sure how we lived through the 80s. I really don't know. Move the rocks. That's all I'm saying.
So, fam, you at home, hit us in the comments, as well as be good to yourself. Be good to everything else.
Much love.
Peace.
Peace?
Peace.
Can I do a slow clap? Is that all right?
You got to...
All right.
I think it's already been done.
You got to... What you can do is push the button.
I do that all the time anyways. Why not? Good for you.
Yeah.